welcome to Sunday School Online. I promise you kids, we're gonna have some awesome time today. So before we go ahead and see what happened last week, we're gonna go ahead and play some cool games. Because I heard that New City kids are the most coolest. We're gonna play a very different game today. The name of the game is called air guitaring. Are you excited about that? So I'm gonna go ahead and give you 5 seconds. I want you to go ahead and run and try to find a pair of cool looking glasses, okay? At the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Amazing. I hope you found a pair of cool looking glasses. If you did not, just pretend like you have a pair of cool looking glasses and we're gonna go ahead and play this game called cool air guitaring. Alright, now wait a minute. Where are my cool looking pair of glasses? I think I can get one. Say cool glasses. Whoa! Look at my pair of cool looking glasses. Alright, are you ready for some cool air guitaring? Let loose yourself and music please! Alright, I hope you had some amazing time doing that air guitaring there. Alright, so let's get into what happened last week.
Remember to ask God for wisdom and fulfill His calling for us. Memory verse James 1:5. If any one of you lack wisdom, ask God. He gives generously without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Mighty God we serve, angels bow before Him, heaven and earth adore Him. Mighty God we serve, mighty God, Almighty God, Almighty God, Almighty God we serve. Memory verse. If any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously and without finding fault, and it will be given to you. James 1:5. Today's learning. Remember to ask for wisdom to fulfill His calling for us.
That was amazing. Thank you kids for going ahead and sending us your videos and the answers to the questions. So let's get into quiz time for this week. The questions, I will go ahead and read them out to you as usual. Just go ahead and take 3 seconds and grab a paper or a book and a pen, and let's get ready for quiz time. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Are you ready? I know you are. Alright, so the first question for this week's quiz time is, who did David choose to be the next king of Israel? Alright, let me read that question one more time. Who did David choose to be the next king of Israel? Did you take that down, kids? Amazing. Alright, so the next question, the second question is, what instruction did David give to the new king? Let me repeat that one more time. It is, what instruction did David give to the new king? Amazing. All right. Did you take it? Perfect. Let's go for the third question. The third question is, what did the new king ask God for? Let me repeat that question one more time. The third question. All right. That is, what did the new king ask God for? And the last question, the fourth question, are you ready for it, kids? The last question is, ask God for blank space. You gotta put your answer in that. 2, blank space again, His calling for us. Let me repeat that question once again. It is ask God for blank space to blank space again, His calling for us. Wonderful. I hope you kids took down all those questions down, and make sure you go ahead and do what you do every week because you are amazing. Make sure you take the details on the screen and send it to them. All right, now let's get ready for some singing and dancing. I am excited to move a leg or shake a leg and dance a bit and sing loudly and praise our God. All right, are you ready too, kids? So let's get into it right now. Wow, that was amazing. I definitely do like this segment of singing and dancing because it is fun, all right? I hope you kids also had a great time in singing and dancing along with our teacher there. All right, now, since we're done with the singing and dancing, let's get into the next segment, that is story time. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pay attention, focus, sit down, and make sure that you learn what teacher Agnes has to tell today.
Hey kids, welcome back to Story Time. And this week we are learning the story, The Wise Judgment. Last week we learned how God made Solomon the wisest king. Now it was time for Solomon to show how wise he was. There were two women who came before King Solomon with a problem, and they wanted a wise judgment from him. The problem was that both the women lived together in the same house, and each of them had a baby boy. The previous night, while they were fast asleep, one of the women slept over her baby by mistake, and the baby died. This woman quickly replaced her dead baby with the other woman's baby boy that was alive. Next day morning, when the other woman woke up, she was shocked to find her baby dead. She started to cry. When she saw her baby closely, she observed that it was not her baby boy. Now, this woman claimed that the baby that was alive belonged to her and the baby that was dead belonged to the other woman. Both of them came before King Solomon for justice. They were weeping. and they wanted the right judgment from King Solomon. So King Solomon ordered that a sword be brought in, and he commanded that the baby be cut into 2 halves and be given to each of the women. You must be wondering, how can that be a right decision? Kids, watch what happened next. As soon as Solomon gave that command, the mother of the living child cried out and she said, "Give that living son of mine to her. Let my son be alive. Do not cut him." Looking at this, immediately Solomon commanded, "Do not kill that baby and give that baby to this woman who cried out, saying, 'Give the child to the other women. Do not kill the little boy.'" By doing this, Solomon showed to the entire kingdom of Israel how wise he was. When all of Israel heard the verdict the King Solomon gave, they held the king in awe and they praised him for his wisdom, which came from God to administer such a justice. Do you know what the learning from this story is, kids? Wisdom comes from God. Sometimes we might also have to take decisions. You must be wondering, what kind of decisions do I have to make? You know, it might be choosing a right friend. Yes, kids. Choosing the right program to watch on TV. Each of us need wisdom. And to get that kind of wisdom, we need to ask God. And God gives us wisdom. So the learning of the story is, wisdom comes from God. And this week's memory verse is, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom." Proverbs 9:10. Let's say that together. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9:10. Yes, kids, do not forget to ask God for wisdom, and remember that wisdom comes from God. Thank you.
Thank you, Teacher Agnes. Thank you for going ahead and teaching such wonderful story and lessons today. All right, I hope you kids learned something out of that. And right now, since we're done with the story time, let's get into our next segment. So go ahead and grab your craft items. It's gotta be craft time.
Solomon's wise judgment. So we're going to do a sort. For this, we need 2 colors of plain paper, a tape, glue stick, and scissors. Hold the paper like this. Another one. Tape the corners. Like this. Then you can cut the corner to the sharp edge. Fold it here. Fold it till here. Again you need to tape it. This paper, just have to fold like this. Cut it in the middle. Be like this. Cut it to the corners. Like this. Here's the suit.
Wow, today's Sunday school was amazing. Wasn't it, kids? I definitely enjoyed every bit of it. So make sure that the questions that you have taken down and the memory verses that you have taken down, as you do it always, make sure that you send it to us. And I hope you will have an amazing day ahead. So until next time, bye!